Aussie carpenter who made a name for himself in the US as a TV handyman, offering advice on household repairs and gaining fame and fortune in the process. Now the so-called handsome handyman, yes, that's what he was called, is offering tools of a different kind, helping people with their mental health. After a bout of depression left him on the brink of suicide, Jake Tyson has turned his life around. The accidental guru on a mission to help others find lasting happiness. And Jake Tyson joins us now. Jake, thank you so much for your time tonight. It's great to meet you in real life. Not so long ago, you were living the dream, it looked like. You were, as we said, you were called the handsome handyman, and you were a bit of a star in the US, giving people tips on how to make repairs around the house. Before we talk further about that, let's have a look at your alter ego, the handsome handyman.
Okay. Today I'm going to give you 5 easy tips that you can do to improve your home.
This is the handsome Aussie handyman, Jake Tyson.
G'day, thanks for having me.
Good day, mate. You look really cute in your kilt.
Thank you very much. And what about you? I've never seen a tool belt look so hot. One too many tins back then.
Yes, I think times have changed, haven't they? You wouldn't get away with that now. Did you feel like you were having a positive impact in that role?
Well, I was enjoying what I was doing. Yeah, definitely. And people were learning something at home, and, you know, I was kind of riding a bit of that wave in the States. So I wasn't expecting it. So, yeah, it was good. It was a great experience.
It seemed to be all going well for you. You had that amazing profile. You also had a business making tools on the side, so you were making money.
Right.
And I know you also have had children, and things seem to be all looking good. What went wrong?
Well, the GFC for one, so I lost a lot of money there. And then, you know, I was like a greyhound chasing a stuffed rabbit. What I thought I wanted, I actually didn't want, and eventually I caught it. I'm like, hold on, it's a stuffed rabbit. So, yeah, I was just chasing something that I thought I was and I wasn't. And the harder I tried to become that person or keep being that person, the further away it got. You know, I wasn't being my authentic self, as they say.
It's such a classic case of things looking good from the outside.
Yeah, that's right.
It looked so much like you had this charmed existence. You were actually struggling with your own mental health. It got to the point where you almost took your own life. What stopped you?
Really, I was up top of a cliff. You know, everything had gone to pot, so to speak, my relationships and so on, money, everything. And really, I called out to the universe, God, help me, please. And I got answers. It was amazing because I wasn't that type of person. I wasn't religious or anything like that. And I got answers, and hence what came up, the Universal Guide to Happiness.
What answers did you get at that point?
I got answers, actually a guide to happiness about thoughts, emotions, how they work, about judging yourself, judging others, not to do that, about being nice to yourself, and actually what we think is real, you have no idea about. You know, thoughts, opinions, conditioning, and that's what I bring back, childhood conditioning, and thinking you have to actually be this person. But you don't. You just have to be yourself. You're good enough as it is, and that's how you find happiness. And you're actually ripping yourself off and others if you're not being your authentic self.
So at that moment when you were, as you said, literally on the brink of suicide, you reached out, you asked for answers, you got them. Why do you think you got those answers and so many others don't? Is it just that we need to ask?
Yes. That's so good.
I thought you'd say that.
It is. It's just, and wanting it. I wanted it so bad. I really wanted these answers. And it really was the first time I'd ever reached out, like, please help me. If there's anything else there, please help me. And that was one of the best days ever, because I realised then too, from what I got, the information I got, that we all are just vibrating energy and spirit. And the best thing is love. That's what cures everything. And, you know, depression also, it's a big thing, but it's like a car that's not tuned right. And you just got to tune yourself a little bit by little bit and get yourself running right, and there's happiness there. It's right there in front of us.
As you said, you turned that information, those messages you got, into a book. It's called The Accidental Guru, which is pretty much who you are. What is the secret to happiness, if you can sum it up? They're the messages.
Be your authentic self, definitely. And don't believe everything you see and opinions. And each night you go to bed, forgive. Forgive everyone and even forgive yourself. and treat yourself like you treat your best friend or someone you love. Be nice to yourself. So, you know, the inner thoughts in your head and the chatter, you get rid of it and be nice to yourself. That's one of the most important things ever. Love yourself.
You're not speaking like a typical Aussie bloke at the moment. You certainly had that image though, didn't you? As you know, Aussie men, they really struggle with their emotions. They struggle with their mental health. In fact, the highest suicide rates in the country are young Aussie men. Why do you think they're finding it so difficult to speak out like you are and get in touch with their emotions?
It really is society and conditioning, and there's so much happening, thinking, you know, Instagram and social media, thinking you've got to be this and that, you know, to really stand out, which you actually don't. A lot of my mates are ex-NRL players. You wouldn't think bullets would, you know, go through them. And after they read my book, and it was so honest, they didn't know I was that type of person or hiding behind that. You know, I was playing a character who was tough. And they were like, wow, I feel like this. I've never been able to tell anyone. So I have my mates, you know, calling me up now saying they love me. I don't think they've ever said that to anyone. So, yeah, that's what it is. And it's with women too. And you've just really show your emotion, and you don't have to care what other people think. As long as you're honest and just do everything with love. That doesn't mean you have to run around kissing everyone. It's just be passionate about things and don't worry so much about it that there is tomorrow, you know? Nothing has to be done today.
You've been doing the rounds of US talk shows. I think we've seen some vision of that here tonight, spreading the word.
Yes.
And you're about to climb Mount Everest, I know, which is tricky for you because you have a physical condition. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, I'm happy to talk about it. Yeah, so I'm missing a knee from a motorcycle accident, and I wanted to climb, well, I am climbing Mount Everest in the first week of October. And that's also to raise awareness for depression, youth suicide, and, you know, just people are struggling. So if that's happening, you know, there's Beyond Blue, there's Black Dog that you can go to. But also on the way up there, I'm interviewing, you know, some of the climbers. Why are they actually there at Mount Everest? What's their secret to happiness? And that's what it's all about.
So if you could sum up what your aim is with writing this book and with spreading this message, what are you hoping to do for others?
Just to help others and find out unique people, extraordinary people, not so much celebrities, it could be anyone, that just their secret to happiness and how they can help other people slow down, actually slow down, and just, get this out there so people can realise they are fine the way they are. You know, if they love themselves and just go easy on themselves, that's the most important thing.
And like a hammer, that's available to all of us.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, it's right there. As soon as you like it, it's just some of us don't know. It's as simple as that.
All right, Jake, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.